Hello, 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 and welcome back. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody is good. And I think, gonna do it. Written down some of my ideas and gonna go and discuss this Splatoon 3. So I hope everybody is good. We've got Potato, Hyperfresh, Recon, Sin in chat, and Game Master Adrian. How's it going? I hope you're all good. And Jack, I hope everybody's good. Hope you're having a good day, a good weekend and all that. But here goes. You might need to bear with me. I've written my thoughts and ideas down. Believe it or not, I have some. And we can get started and let's talk about it. Yeah, let's talk about Splatoon 3 for sure. Look, it's the funny logo, yeah. So I've got this logo up, the big logo, so that's always nice. Had to spend a bit of time going around it and cutting that out this morning. But let's get started and discuss this. I actually need to pull up some things. I might be looking around a bit randomly here because there'll be quite a lot of things to go over. And we'll get started. I think I need to open up a Word document. Splatoon 3 ideas. Okay, so first of all, this is in no particular order. I basically just wrote down some ideas to get started. And okay, let's get rid of the big logo. I think that's quite enough of the big logo. We'll put a small logo in the corner. There you go. Just so people know it's Splatoon 3 chat. A funny logo with the best colors. You think it needs a potato logo, then it looks beautiful. Okay, so let's get started. Right, I think from a basic point of view, let's just talk about maps. And realistically, I think this is a good place to start. We're going to get new maps, we know that for a fact. But how will they be? Now, I feel that we could have a big theme. So let me put up a graphic. OBS, graphics. Okay, so here we go. Now hear me out on this. Now I think it would probably be quite a good idea. Hey Sina, how's it going? For maps, if we had like an overall theme for the map. So in this case, I've put up Blackbelly Skate Park, for example. So we've got Blackbelly Skate Park. That's the overall theme, and that's your theme there, but then it could be split into like 4 sections or however many modes we get, like 4 sections. Yeah, being a skateboarder, it was the first one that popped into my mind. So I think for this could avoid the problem of them having one map and trying to build the modes around it. You could just be better off having a theme, and the maps are built within that theme, but like made more suitable. So for example, Rainmaker maps generally play better on longer maps, you know? Like the longer maps play better, and Clam Blitz is kind of the same. Splat zones and towers, not too much different on map sizes as long as the routing's correct. So I think this would be quite a good idea. Yeah, I'm all good, Sinner. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. You know, it's more the shape of it. Like Rainmaker's a bit of a problem. Like if you're on small maps, it's so quick to knock out. If you get like 3 down, 4 down, you can knock out so fast. And Clam Blitz as well is like take Mako for example. You're so close to the enemy basket where things just happen. It happens too quickly, you know. So I think we need to get some separation for it. So as you see, it's like there's a whole theme. There's a whole theme, you know. So the theme is still like, for example, here skate park. But obviously you could have different sections of the skate park, and it's like, and you just play in a section of that. Obviously the maps would still be like the same size. We're not talking like it being a smaller, they're like the same size, it's just the overall area is bigger. I think that would be something that would be kind of simple to do. Like the themes are there, and we just have them in, you know, like a different, so it's almost like you've got 4 different maps with the same theme for the modes. You want to talk about specials? Yeah, we'll get to it. I'm gonna go through everything, and then if there's anything missed we can discuss it in the end. But the only thing with that is like, I kind of feel maybe if we're doing that, we probably don't need as many different themes. You know, like, do we need... I mean, how many maps have we got taking into consideration. What have we got, like 20 odd maps or something like that, without including the Splatfest ones? Like, it's a lot. You know, it is a lot. So, I mean, even with this, you might only want, like, what, even at 8 themes, what's that, 32? No, 8 fours. Yeah, 8 fours are 32. That's still 32 different maps you'd technically need to learn, you know? Okay, we've got 23. Yeah, it's quite a lot. It's quite a lot. So even if they did it like this, maybe like 7 themes or something. But, I mean, it is a lot to learn. But as long as the maps play correctly for the mode, then I think it's fine. Even if we just have 4, 5. I mean, 5's 20 different things to learn. I think 5 would be okay. You know, that's just a thought realistically. I do feel at least we need to separate some of these maps into like different sections. But that's not too bad. I think that's quite easy. I think that's something they might do, is like, you know, just a bit more thought in the design of map mode combos, I believe. It's something we need. Like, some of the maps are just trash in some of the modes, you know, they don't really work. And other map mode combos work better, so you know, that is something. So we can take that one off screen. I think that one's like relatively simple. And then move on to modes. Here we go. Let's talk modes. I mean, we don't know if we're going to get any new modes. We saw a map from the trailer. Yeah, we just saw one map, just a turf war map. So we know that. But I mean, we know we're getting new maps. That's not really like something we need to discuss. We know we're getting new maps. It's just how they handle them between the modes. Was thinking maybe have some modes some maps only for modes. Yeah, that makes sense. I can agree with that, Recon. Kind of breaks down into the same thing. Yeah, that's a good point, is rather than just having all 4 of them, it could maybe just be for 2 or something like that, or 1. Yeah, I like that idea as well. That's a good one. I didn't think about that, Recon. Yeah, that definitely makes sense. That makes sense. And then you could still have 23 maps or whatever, but some are only Rainmaker maps. Yep, that's a perfect solution to that as well. So modes, we're pretty certain we're going to get back zones, tower control, Clam Blitz and Rainmaker. Let's just make an assumption that they're coming back. So if they're coming back, let's make the assumption that I would say like zones is fine. As long as the maps make sense and I don't have any problem with zones. I think like zones is fine. Yeah, we're going to get through everything, Adrian. We're going to get through everything. That's the thing. So if we're not there, then we've probably just not got to it yet. So like, I think zones is fine. I can't really see there being any issues with that. Zones is going to come back. We know that for sure. Zones is coming back for sure. And I don't think it really, like the mode, I don't think it really needs any tweaks. It's just like down to the maps. Tower control's pretty much the same. It's like down to it being sensible maps. Like, you know, there's better maps to play tower on. And I think with the introduction of checkpoints in Splat 2, it's fine. But like bad maps like tower control, what do you call it? Moray towers, it's just a bag of shit where it's really about getting through one checkpoint and then it's pretty much a knockout from there. That's the type of stuff we need to avoid. Hey Rainbow, how's it going? Yeah, it sure was. Splatoon 3 was announced, so you're happy as hell about it. Yeah, and like things like Gobi, tower control, you know, like, it's just trash. But that's down to maps again. That's got nothing to do with the mode. The mode's fine. Right, Clam Blitz. I'd say overall Clam Blitz is pretty good. Obviously, this goes back to the maps as well. We're talking maps as well. So let's eradicate the fact and say we've got good maps to play on. I feel pretty much that tower control... Clam Blitz is fine. I would say maybe the only tweak, maybe when you jump in with a power clam, you drop it. Now, I think that's not a bad idea. The only problem I can see is, does it make pushes like even harder? So I'm not so sure, but I would say that would maybe be like one tweak. Yeah, more on towers for sure. Moray towers is a bit of a nightmare. But yeah, Clam Blitz. I think Clam Blitz is pretty good. Now, onto the one which I would say is definitely pretty jank, and it's Rainmaker. Rainmaker does have a lot of problems, and once again it comes down to maps. When you play on the longer maps, it's not so much of an issue, but the shorter maps, like Rainmaker, you just get knocked out too fast. It's too quick. We need something to slow it down. So I was thinking about this. So obviously the longer maps comes into play first of all, and then I was thinking maybe maybe we could have like some sort of barrier, like one barrier. I do have a graphic for this. 1 or 2 barriers that you need to break through. This is kind of a bit hard to see. So for example, you can see me holding the Rainmaker here, and maybe like there's a section, see like in purple, I've kind of like made it opaque. There's like a barrier you need to shoot through to bust a hole through, that maybe it could regenerate, maybe it's not, just to slow you down a little bit. I'm kind of like, I can't really think of any other ideas to like slow you down. I feel the Rainmaker maybe shouldn't be as powerful as well. Maybe it doesn't one-shot kill you. That's another thing as well. You remember playing Mori Towers for the last map for the first stream of the year. Yeah, for sure. You picked it as well, Potato. But yeah, I was thinking maybe like a barrier. As you can see, it's like I've made it in purple across the middle there. It's not exactly in a good spot, but it was just a quick screen grab I took to do it. And you know, like you have to shoot it a couple times, so maybe like it's like a force field you need to break. The only issue with this is like we don't want Rainmaker to basically turn into tower control. You know, you could see like obviously you've got free reign. But the checkpoints and tower control definitely helped, and I think something like that could help in it. Yeah, you don't pop the barrier. Like see how like I put a purple stripe across the screen. It's like a force field barrier. Imagine there's a force field that you need to like shoot a couple times to get through. Hey, Pink Shipping, how's it going? You know how there's that one Splatfist map where you need to defeat the tentacles to lower walls and easy passage into the enemy base? Maybe you could have something like that. Yeah, Recon, that's a good idea. Yeah, something you need to like, that's what I was thinking with the barriers. We need something you need to like stop or do something with, like a checkpoint basically, like some sort of checkpoint to hold you back. Maybe have some routes with only one barrier, but it's stronger, and then an alternative path with 2 weaker ones. Yeah, exactly, something like that. Or just permanent toxic mist checkpoints. Yeah, like there needs to be something to slow you down a little bit. As I say, we want the routes to stay fairly open, because that is what is cool about Rainmaker, is the routes are fairly open. But definitely just something to slow us down. And somebody brought it up yesterday as well, as the other thing is like your abilities that you have on aren't affected by when you're carrying the Rainmaker. When you carry the Rainmaker, I feel you should just be carrying the Rainmaker and all your abilities are switched off. It just is the Rainmaker and no extra abilities are added. Something like that, you know. I think we definitely need to tweak Rainmaker for sure. It's fun to play, but it's super jank. It is super jank. I think I can take that down. Oh. And then let's move over to... I think that's it. And obviously maybe a new mode, at some point, but obviously that wouldn't happen straight away. But there's nothing I can really say about that other than maybe we'll get a new mode. You're tired of having to pick up the Rainmaker whilst having Ninja Squid on. Yeah, exactly. But for me, it's more the advantage perks, you know, like swim speed and run speed helping you out. You think they're going to have a weapon class like in Overwatch for better matchmaking? Maybe. We'll see about that as well, Sin. I'll get to stuff like that. Hey, Rhubarb, how's it going? I hope you're good. What's my opinion on things like ink rails being added to the map? Yeah, I'm all good with ink rails and things. All that stuff is like, I don't have a problem with that. I think that's like all good stuff to stay. Maybe they could make more use of it, you know, on some of the maps, which would be fine. And hey, Fox, how's it going? I hope you're good. Hope you're having a good day. Now, here's what I've been thinking about for the modes. We need more map modes to be playable at the same time. Like, that is something which is a pain in the arse, having to wait so long to go play something else. And maybe there's a rotation you don't want to play. I think that's a big issue. I mean, the real issue for us at the moment is I don't feel there's enough player base, certainly not over in West, to have all 4 modes up at the same time. I mean, you see it in X-Rank, you see the same, like 30, 40 players, sometimes at times over and over again. Maybe not 30 or 40, but there's maybe only a couple hundred in. Yeah, remember when the rotation used to be 4 hours long? I'm fine with the 2 hours long. You know, like, I'm fine with the rotations being 2 hours long. But I was thinking, like, 4 modes up at the same time, I think it's too much. But maybe we could handle 3, and maybe we could do something overlapping. So, something like this. So if this makes any sense, you've got your time, and it's 2 hour rotations, but at the same time, there's another one running at the same time. But then they're staggered. So for example, you know, you've got like splat zones for the first part of splat zones. Well, for the end part of splat zones, you've got Rainmaker running. And then when Rainmaker's running, you've actually got splat zones and tower control at the same time. Having more choices would be so much better. Yeah, having more choices would be a lot better, for sure. Yeah, I think they should have 2 rank modes at the same time. I think all 4 would be too much. Like, depending on the player base, they could always tweak it if the player base increases. And I think that's something they should definitely consider, is if the player base is there to have 4 modes up at the same time, then do it for sure. If the player base isn't there for it, then I think 2 would be fine. I think this is a good, I think this is a good choice. Yeah, the maps are going to be chaos based because that's what won, you know. That's just a theme, you know, like either way, like that's whatever to me. That's aesthetics over like map design. And yeah, new rank mode, but that's like pure speculation. We might get one, you know, but I'm fine with it. But like just now, like we're talking about like this, you know, I think that's not a bad way to have it. Two up at the same time staggered. I think that's fine. Like I could see that working. I could see that working quite well. You know, you never have to wait too long till the rotation swings back around. You know that the bow shoots 3 shots. Yeah, like we've yeah, that's been shown that the bow shoots 3 shots. Yeah. But yeah, we're just talking about like this. Like I don't know how people feel about that. Like obviously 4 would be better, but I just don't think the player base is there. I think that's like a not too bad way to handle it. I hope that graphic makes sense. It makes sense in my mind, you know. So realistically, every hour you've got an option to play something else. Is realistically how that plays out. You know, which I think is good. Yeah, I think it makes perfect sense. Okay, good. I've been there. I've actually spent quite a few hours sorting stuff out and thinking about this this morning and writing it all down and that. So I just kind of wanted to go through it. I thought it was a good time to sort of go through it and just check and see everyone's thoughts on things. So I think that's fine for that. There's not really much to discuss. Kind of simple. Obviously, it just takes, like, you just don't want to be waiting around for a mode to come up, and sometimes you're not enthused to play because you're like, holy shit, this rotation's crap. You know, and it's a long time till there's something better going on. But, that said, that goes back to map mode combos. If the map modes are all decent, then you're less likely to feel like, oh shit, I need to wait for something, you know? There is that as well. Okay, on to the next topic. This one's a bit longer. So weapons, sub-specials. So here we go. We know some of the old ones are coming back. We know that for sure, and we're getting some new ones like the bow. You know, we know that. Oh, I have to ask, do you think it was a DLC at the beginning? I kind of did think it might be DLC. I wasn't too sure. I was like, is it Splat 3 or is it DLC? I wasn't too sure when they announced it. So I was kind of like stoked it was 3. I was like, okay, it is happening. That's fine. They're properly working on it. I did think it might be 3, but I did think it could possibly be DLC. Give you your burst bombs and you'll be happy. So I think we know we're getting some new ones. We don't know for certain which old ones are coming back, but we've seen that we're getting what, Dynamo, T-Tech, couple of blasters, sloshing machine, Hydra, 96. And bow, and what you call it, E-liter. So we know that they're coming back, or it looks like that at the moment. So we know they're coming back. But other stuff like, I don't know, things I don't know if I want to see come back or not without tweaks. And realistically, I'm questioning umbrellas. I appreciate that they're really difficult to play and are hard to use. But at the same time, is it a bit ridiculous having a fucking huge shield? Like, it's a massive shield on tent umbrellas and a really strong shield on the normal umbrellas. You know, like, I feel that they need tweaked. I feel the weapon maybe needs to change. Like, we could maybe go to something like undercover style, but the shield's like, where the shield's like really quite weak. But then maybe the weapon could be stronger with like better movement or paint or like killing power or something like that, or range. Umbrellas are a gimmick. I mean, they're really, really strong. I'm sure the brush is going to come back, Potato. They're really, really strong, you know. They are really strong. But for me, that's really it on like stuff. Like, I think Brellas are cool, but I feel they need a tweak where the shield just needs to be damaged like quicker. You know, even some of them ones like, what's like Tenterbrella, like 500 hit points or something like that. That's insane. That's more than 2 bombs, 2 suction bombs. You know. I appreciate they are very difficult to play. I'm not taking that away from them. So there is that. I just feel that sometimes you're just like that. It's a bit ridiculous. Overwatch, but Splatoon. How's it going, Mango? I mean, it's hard for me to talk on Overwatch. I've never played it. Hey, Meg, how's it going? Oh, is it 700? Okay, yeah. So 700, I think like what suction bombs do 220. So 700 is like 3 suction bombs and like some shots. Yeah, that's insane. Yeah, you know, like that's insane. Hey, how's it going, Megan? How's it going, Mango? But realistically, like, I mean, other than that, like, I'm happy, like just some tweaks, but realistically what we're looking for is like good synergy between subs and specials. I mean, it's pure speculation. We've not seen like if any subs are coming back, and all we've seen is like a couple glimpses at specials, so we don't know exactly what they do. So there's no need to like discuss like, oh, what about this special and that. We've got no idea what they're doing with specials, and we've got no idea what they're doing with subs. So the most and best thing we can ask for is just really good synergy between the two. Hey Sapphire, how's it going? I hope you're good. So we're really just looking for synergy. Whatever the subs and specials are, we want good synergy. So I think like if you're looking at Splat 2, like take like T-Tech for example, good synergy between the weapon, the sub, and its special. You know, you've got a shortest range shooter with a really good sub and a good special, but the special's hard to use. So you've got Splat Bomb, super good sub, good killing power, works well off your shots as well. Even if you get a partial, you've done 30 damage and you can follow up with your shots quite easy. And the Inkjet works well with it. All aggro, frontline special, perfect. And take just the regular charger, for example, just Splat Charger. Both varieties, good synergy there. Splat Bomb for defending yourself if somebody comes up close. And good long range specials. A good long range special, you know, it does work. As much as Stingray's jank, it definitely works with the weapon. So it's a good, like, that's good synergy. And then Fire Fin works really well. You know, the wall works well for defending yourself behind. And the suction bomb rush is really good. You defend yourself behind the wall, you know, and chuck out your suction bombs or whatever, you know. So we're looking for synergy. So it's just more about good synergy. You think we have the 3K sniper back or something? Yeah, we know we're getting a sniper back, but we don't know anything about it. So let's not like speculate. Let's not like, I don't really want to talk about speculating about like subs and specials. We don't know what they are. So the only thing we can like, I feel we can talk about is the synergy between them and the weapon. That's all I feel we can talk about at this stage, because we know absolutely nothing about anything else, you know? And examples are like, you know, bad synergy between weapons would be, let's see, bad synergy weapons like 52 Gal with Curling and Stingray. Like, you've got a frontline weapon with a not great sub and a special that you need to play that works better from further back. So the synergy there between sub, special, and weapon isn't very good. And it's the same with like Hydra, for example, in Splat 2. Autobomb splashdown doesn't really make any sense. Autobombs for looking at people around you. And I know you can throw it out, but realistically it's like it's not really like synergizing well with a weapon. And then splashdown is for like, apart from panic and jumping in, it's for like when you're in close, or it should be, you know? So, you know, like that's not got good synergy between the main weapon, the sub, and the special. So we're looking for better stuff there. You know, that's all realistically is just looking for better stuff there. And I think also like weapon balancing. So like I feel like weapon balancing in the weapon, how it works with your abilities is kind of a thing. So for example, like the weapons need to be balanced better. So like Splatlings in Splat 2, you need to run so much run speed to make them work. And I kind of feel it's like, realistically, it should just have a bit better run speed to begin with. Yeah, we're getting to everything, Adrian. We're getting to everything, you know. Like, I'm going to go through, like, we can feel free to like until I finish, then I'm not going to talk about stuff that I might talk about in the until I've got to the end. Hey Hayden, how's it going? I hope you're good. So yeah, so for example, like, you know, certain things that you need to run, like run speed on. Splatlands is a great example of this, is where the weapon and like abilities kind of should like feel a bit better. They should just have a better base start, you know. And fair enough, like stacking, you know, like maybe stuff just doesn't stack as well, but the ability baseline is like really good. So maybe like one sub or something gives you all you need, rather than having to like go full out, like stacking 3 mains or something, 3 or more mains or something to make the weapon actually like play nice. And then it's the same with like, I think another example of this would be like MPU on weapons, not damage up weapons. That's a whole other thing that I'm going to talk about. So like the little bits of like some stuff, you need like 2-3 subs of MPU to make the weapons like accuracy or painting and stuff, like more accuracy like work, you know. So like I feel like the baseline weapon on T-Tech and Zap should be like 2-3 subs of MPU on it already. You want more creative foo stuff, like, okay, yeah, we can talk about that's something I maybe missed out as well. Well, not really. It's just like, I think that'll come into like talking about abilities and like gear building and grinding and things, you know. But yeah, like just like that. So the baseline of weapons could potentially be like a little bit better, I feel. And then subs, we've not seen any subs yet, but let's assume we'll probably get bombs back, but we don't know, so it's kind of hard to really talk about. We'll probably get bombs back, probably wall, some sort of point sensor, some sort of auto bomb, curling, you know, curling with tweaks, maybe sprinkler. So it's kind of hard to speak about subs at the moment, but same again, as long as they synergize well with the weapon, then it's whatever. Never in your life have you cared out abilities. I just picked the best gear. I mean, Hayden, it makes a massive difference on some weapons, so it is definitely something to consider, you know. It is something to consider. You know, it does make, on some weapons, it makes a huge difference. I mean, it's hard to talk about subs. We don't know what we're getting. We'll probably get stuff back from this one, you know, bombs and stuff like that. But whatever it is, it's just about synergizing with the main weapon and your specials. So over to specials. Here we go. They just need to be balanced. Like, it's the same again, as there's a lot of stuff is just quality of life stuff, and the specials need to be balanced. Maybe less spammy as well. I definitely feel Splatoon 2 we got, and I mean, I'm guilty of myself, but you need to, that's how you play the game, is special spam it's just too much realistically in Splatoon 2. I don't know exactly how they balance that out in Splatoon 3, but as long as it's balanced, then it's fine, you know. Personally, I've never felt the effects of abilities. Well, look deeper into abilities and get the best abilities for your main. Yeah, they can make a massive difference, Hayden, and there's stuff that will always optimize what you do, and you'll suddenly realize you might actually start playing better, you know? But yeah, specials, just the first thing, less spammy. I want a game with it that, you know, you try and actually use your main weapon more is the main thing, and specials are just like bonuses. Where in this game, it's definitely heavily reliant on just like getting your specials and pushing like that. That's how this game's played. You know, but it would be nice if we just like used our weapons more. And you know, like some stuff was just too strong. Stingray at times, and it's even now that it's been nerfed a bunch, is just a bit ridiculous. You know, something that can shoot from one side of the map to the other and go through walls and stuff like that was just a bit ridiculous. Armor as well. Armor's probably a little bit too strong. You know, I play an armor weapon, and armor's heavily back in the meta. It's come and gone. It's come and gone, you know. But I mean, we're definitely back in strong armor meta, and I think it's probably a little bit too strong. Like maybe, you know, something close to like how Bubbler worked was maybe something like that. You know, if they bring some sort of armor thing back, you know, I think Bubbler technically isn't as ridiculous, even though it was an invincibility special. I'm not saying have an invincibility special, but something that, you know, doesn't necessarily power up your whole team, you know. If they bring back armor, you're not playing comp. You'll still play comp, you know. You'll still play comp, for sure. So realistically, and yeah, obviously, they did a good job in Splat 2 of avoiding invincibility specials, because that's also another thing. So I think they've checked that out and realized like invincibility specials are a bit ridiculous, you know. So I feel that's already been checked out. But really just like specials, less spammy, not as ridiculous for some of them, you know, balance. It's all balance, getting that balance nice and right. So just make you maybe focus on your main weapon and subs a little bit more. Yeah, double armor meta and even triple armor, you know. And abilities, you know, for abilities, I feel like for the most part, abilities are pretty fine. I would say, apart from everything except MPU, abilities are fairly fine. MPU with damage up, we need to get rid of that. That's just ridiculous. Just make the base of the weapon a bit higher. And damage up, there's not really any counter to it. I don't really want to go to a damage up defense meta like Splatoon 1 again. You know, like damage up defense meta again, you know? Like, you know, like that just seems a bit silly. So let's get rid of MPU. Let's get rid of damage up MPU. That seems a bit silly. And other stuff like abilities, I would say QR needs to be a little bit stronger. Like, not as ridiculous as QR in Splat 1, but I feel QR maybe should just kind of, like, it should just be activated. I feel how QR stacks in this game is fine. Like, the stacking of QR in this is fine, but I feel it should just be active all the time. And maybe if they find that the stacking's a little bit too much, they can pull it back a little bit. But I just feel you should just, if you're running QR, it should just be active all the time. None of this, like, oh, you killed someone, you didn't kill someone business. Just have it active. So definitely QR. Yeah, I wasn't too happy when they brought in MPU. Like, the MPU's fine on a lot of things, like Zap and T-Tech, it's fine on. And it goes back to, like, the baseline of weapons, you know? It's like, some stuff it's totally fine on. Anything you're running 2-3 subs of main power up on is pretty much fine. There's no issues with it. But they could just make the baseline be like that of the weapon and then we're fine. Yeah, we don't want to do damage up defense business. It's too wild to be like, oh, how much of this are they running? How much of that do I need to run, you know? Like, you don't know, so we just get rid of that. Just make the weapons a little bit stronger and a little bit more balanced and we're fine. And on to stuff that's weak. Like, if Opening Gambit comes back, then they need to change it. Like, Opening Gambit just isn't very good. They kind of messed that up a little bit. Like, so I feel Opening Gambit should like work like Last Ditch Effort, but in reverse. So, like, if you've got Opening Gambit on, it should be like fully active as soon as you start. You know, fully active, whatever abilities, however they handle it, you get your full abilities from as soon as the match starts. You know, so. Like, the match starts, you're at full abilities, and then as soon as the score goes down to 70 points on your side, then it drops off and then gets all the way, from 70 points down to 50 points, it gets less effective, and then from 50 points, it's like, it's not on. I think that would be fine for Opening Gambit. But other than that, like, I don't really think there's much to change for the abilities. I think all the abilities are, like, totally fine. Obviously, some you use more and some you use less, but I think everything's pretty fine. They did a pretty good job of it in here. Maybe ink resistance could be a little bit better. Maybe ink... Adrian, do you want to just stop, like, shouting stuff out, please? Just like, yeah, we're getting through it, and just shouting out things is just kind of a bit useless at the moment, so I'm just kind of ignoring you. But, so yeah, just want to be quiet on that, Adrian, please. Yeah. Like, I think abilities are good. Maybe, like, ink resistance needs to be a little bit stronger. Yeah, 50 isn't a good push. But, I mean, I'm talking... But, like, that's how Last-Ditch Effort works, though, Mango. Like, no, Opening Gambit's a bag of shit, Adrian. Like, 50 isn't a good push. Yeah, but remember, like, that's half the match. Like, on some modes, it can be quite a bit... you know... Like, it can be quite a bit, but that's where Last Ditch Effort kicks in, remember. Last Ditch Effort kicks in between 50 and 30, and then is on, like, below 30, you know? So, like, you don't want something that's ridiculous. So, and it's the same at Opening Gambit. You don't want it, like, it's Opening Gambit, it's for the start of the match. It's not for anything else. You know, that's why I think that's fine. Hey, Man, Tony, how's it going? The number one thing you want to see is the ability to skip whatever the game's equivalent is to off the hook. Oh yeah, the news, yeah. I'm not even saying that. Everybody knows about the news, you know? You can think what you want, Adrian, but opening gambit's a bag of shit. There you go. Full stop. Opening gambit at the moment's like crap. It's rubbish. And okay, onto the big one. Onto the big one. Gear and gear grinding. So really a lot of this is just down to like quality of life stuff, you know? Like gear and gear grinding is just down to quality of life stuff. There's so much little stuff here that like just a few tweaks that could be made to make you just make your life better. Like the grinding at the moment is just way too annoying, you know? It's just like way too annoying. It just takes too long to grind everything. And you're playing the game, you want to play the game, like I play the game to like play the game. I'm not like here just to gear grind. I don't want to play the game to gear grind. Like I don't mind a bit of gear grinding, but it's a bit ridiculous. Like at the moment as well, it just takes it takes too long and takes too many chunks to like tweak your gear. You know, it does, it just takes far too long. And you can't get sea snails. You can't get sea snails very easy, and there's like absolutely no use for money. So I'd like to see like more options in the shop. So I think like first of all, so let's just go over to a shop, for example. So you go over to a shop, okay? So we jump in here. So you jump into the shop, and what have you got available for the day? What have you got available? 6 items, you know? 6 items, that's it. Apart from weapons, you know? So you've got 6 items and that's you for the day, and they just come up randomly. You've got no idea when stuff will come up or what you're looking for or whatever. It's just randomly check the shop. Maybe you'll get lucky. Maybe you'll get 6, maybe one of the 6 items like might work, you know what I mean? You know, that you want. You know, so it's like, why does it have to be like this? Why can't I go in like for shoes? Could be like weapons. Every single weapon's here. So why can't we just get every single like item of clothing? Maybe it's the same with weapons and you unlock them at a certain point with your level. I'm fine by that, but I just want the choice to be able to like actually like get something I want, you know? Like, oh, I'm looking for something. Oh, well, I need to check back every day for it, you know? That kind of like sucks a bit. So let's say, for example, I go and buy something. So like I'll go buy this. I'm not going to buy it now because I want to keep the QR, but like I'll buy this. So say I buy this. Okay, I've bought it. Nice. Now, what can I do with this? Now, I think this is where merch comes into handy. Like I'd like to see changes from merch. So you go over to merch and, you know, maybe you need to unlock some slots or whatever. Increase slots. So you go over and you like want to increase your slot. So you go and increase your slots there as normal, but like, do you use super sea snails? Yes, but let's have the ability to actually buy them for cash. Would be nice if weapons in the shop weren't categorized too. Yeah, just small stuff like that, but it's not really a big deal, is it? Yeah, like into brands and stuff like that. But then here, so you can just unlock them here. So well done, we're unlocked. So let's say we've unlocked and we've got like 3 ability slots here. Let's give us the choice. I'm not going to do anything here of actually being able to put on whatever we want. Let's be able to put on like, you know, like let's make this like say, oh, I want like this hat to be swim speed. I want this to be a swim speed main, and I want it to have 2 subs of main power up and 1 sub of ink resistance. And let's just give us the ability to make what we want and pay for it. Pay for it with money. Once again, it makes money useful. You know, maybe you have to order it. Maybe you have to wait a day for it, but like just make it like available like that. You know, like just be able to make it like actually viable to like get what you want on gear easily. If it costs money, like we make a lot of money in this game. At the start, you're grinding for money, and then after a while, then it's not really a big deal. You know, it's not really a big deal. You know, like you get a bunch of money once you've got a build built, and you just end up grinding a ton of money. maybe give us an option, 50k per slot or a snail. Yeah, exactly. Like, spend money, make more use of money, you know? Like, I don't really see like that being so much of a big deal. And then the other thing as well is this. When I order a piece of gear, you know, order gear. Or I want to order this MPU Ninja Squid shirt. Just give me the goddamn shirt I want. You know, I don't want this, oh, let's give you something random. I'm not here to get something random on the hopes of it. Like, that's what they need to cut out. Less random shit. Give me what I want. Like, same again, let me pay for it. Let it cost like 100 grand or whatever, you know? Let me just pay for it. Yeah, there's Recon right there. Yeah, like, simple. Give me what I want. Let me pay for it. Done. And then the grinding is just for cash, which you get for playing the game. Totally fine. No dramas with that at all. You know? Like, what's the big issue there? Nothing. I don't really see a big issue there. You know? Hey, Amor, how's it going? I hope you're good. Nah, it's all good. I'm just chatting anyway. I'm just chatting. And then, let's see. And, oh, the other thing is this, right? Like, how does a Splatfest t-shirt work when you use it in Splatfest? It's cool. Like, how Splatfest t-shirt works is, I don't even know where the hell this is. Where would it be? Here you go. Right, there's a Splatfest t-shirt right there. So how Splatfest t-shirt works in Splatfest is once you fill up your 3 sub slots, you don't need to wipe them. You just get an ability chunk every time it refills. Just give us that on the weapons we're playing. So when I go in and play the game with these on, these have been filled up for ages. Just give me a chunk every time it levels up again. Granted, maybe you could set the level higher so you're not getting loads and loads, but just make it easier to get chunks. Captain Sluggy, how's it going? Have you talked about the ability to change your gear's main ability with chunks? Yeah, I was talking about that, Captain. You just missed that. Yeah, you should just be able to pick what you want. I feel there's it doesn't matter what people are running, you know, you get to see it in the match. So yeah, like just choose that. And yeah, how's your day going, Captain Sluggy? I hope you're good. Yeah, just like spend cash on it. But like here, you know, it's like maybe whatever, you get a chunk. Like, I mean, what's the highest per what was it, like? I can't remember. Like whatever it's set at, whatever the highest one is, just do that per ability, and then just give us a chunk once we're playing the game. So what you can use your gear, you've got a gear set up and you're getting chunks for it. And that's fine then. I don't have so much of a problem with the chunks being like so expensive. You know how it costs 10 chunks for one slot, 20 for the second, and 30 for the third. So even if it still did cost 60 slots to get a pure, 60 chunks to get a pure, at least you'd be getting them pretty frequently, you know? Like, you'd be getting them pretty frequently. So I think that would be fine. And then the ability to buy, just like, give us the ability to buy Super C snails. Like, I feel really sorry for anyone who's joined the game recently. Like, if you've joined the game recently, like, I got no idea how you're meant to get sea snails and grind gear. Like, realistically, it's so hard. So I'm surprised once they stopped with the Splatfests, you know, as they didn't do, but they did do, is that they should have, right then and there, they should have given us the ability to buy sea snails. That's it. It's a simple solution to the problem. You're gear grinding for money. You always get money, no matter what you're doing until you've maxed it out. You're always getting money. Like, when you're playing the game, every single thing you're doing, you're getting money. So let us spend it, you know, sea snails. Yeah, you get them through levels, but it takes like, you get one sea snail. I mean, how long does it take to level up? Like 4 hours, 6 hours, something like that, depending on what you're playing. You know, but you're always getting cash. So just make them, even if they're expensive, 50, 100k, that's fine. That's no big deal. I think like 50k, 30 to 50k would be like a bit better. But like, you grind money, and then that gives you use for like, you know, like in here. Which also takes us over to another thing. Like, look at this. I've got a ton of these that I can't even, there's not even any point in me using them, can't even give them away, you know? Like, I've got so much, like, ability to grind money. But then, since we're over here, let's talk about these drink tickets. They're not strong enough. If we're getting drinks and taking a drink, I want to be guaranteed at least 2 slots of it every time. Every time, 2 out of 3 like abilities, sub abilities I fill up, I want 2 of them to be a chunk of the ability I've put on. You know. Have you mentioned the concept of daily missions? No, stuff like that is just like, I've not really like talked about anything like that. But yeah, like little goals to achieve to keep you playing every day and reward stuff like chunks and snails. I mean, I think that ropes into like salmon and things like that. But I mean, like, yeah, things like that would just be nice add-ons to the game for sure. And like anything where you can get chunks easy, like Salmon Run, you know, is the best way to get chunks and things like that, and cash. Like, you get a shitload of cash playing Salmon Run, so it comes back to like using cash. Like, basically, if you could just use money to buy more stuff, then I think we'd all be fine. It's like the easiest, simple solution. Just let us like buy shit, you know? Just give us the ability to buy shit. Buy drink tickets, buy sea snails, like all that stuff, you know? Yeah, drink tickets, they're way too weak. They're way too weak. Yeah, it takes you a week and a half to level up. Yeah, if you're not playing that much, I think it takes like 4 hours or something, or pretty hard playing to level up. Easy one, drink tickets need to be stronger. There we go, done. And then this is something Phil Stam brought up the other day, which might be nice as well, is just like maybe through March or something, but maybe through the shop. Just give us the ability to custom color our clothing. You know, how nice would that be? Oh, what color would you like this black shirt? Oh, I've got money, I'd like this black shirt to be blue. Done, easy. Custom coloring coding. Yeah, capitalism for sure, Raptor. That's it, exactly. Just a bit more stuff to spend your money on. I mean, that's it, they just don't give you it. But like, and it's a perfect example of something to spend your money on is like, just custom coloring clothing. Yeah, like Breath of the Wild tie-dye shop, exactly, you know? That would be nice. You know, like flare out your clothing so you can look dope. I mean, after all, their whole thing was like staying fresh, you know? Obviously in this one, we just needed to don't get cooked and stay off the hook. But, you know, originally it was all about staying fresh. So let's make ourselves look fresher. You know? Why not? Because like a lot of the stuff's cool, but the colors are like skanky, you know? And it would be nice to like, I like that. I like that camo. Like, look at that. That's dope as well. Like, changing colors on that would be awesome. And then some of the plain stuff, you know, just like trick it out a bit more. Simple, nice, easy. People would be down for that. Totally down for that. Now here is a wild one, right? This is a bit of a wild one. Okay. Right, we've talked a lot about subs here. And now this is something that people have played in LANs might know what I'm going to talk about. No sub abilities, just main abilities. Now, if you've played in a tournament, like a LAN tournament where you're all together, there's no sub abilities generally. You just have the main abilities. Hey Blaze, how's it going? I hope you're good. Now, this would be heavily reliant on the weapons being balanced. Like as I was talking about before, it's about having the baseline of the weapons being really good. You know, like that's the main thing. Where adding like one main or something can make like a good amount of difference. You know, it kind of makes things less complicated, but kind of tricky at the same time. You have to be a bit more thoughtful about it. It does solve a lot of issues with gear grinding and things like that. So it is a little bit of a wild one, and it just means like it would be fine, but the base weapons like need to be good, like Splatlings. Splatlings, for example, I mean, I think they're a great example. I've used them like 3 times already. It's just like the run speed on them needs to be like, the baseline needs to be like decent to start with, where maybe you'd like want to add one main of it, and then it's good. And then that comes back to QR. Maybe you only need 1 main of QR. So like on T-Tech, you'd run like swim speed, 1 main of QR, stealth jump, that's it, you know? But that is a little bit of a wild one. I can't really see that happening. But you know, that's just like, that's a little bit off the cuffy. I could see it possibly happening, but it's just something that would be like, you know, it is something like to consider. Also, read more button on weapon and gear description. Yeah, like totally, yeah, that's pretty good. That's a good idea, is like, just maybe give you a little bit more, like maybe this gives you values here as well, is like, when you add them like now, it'll give you the values. Yeah, that's a good idea, Sin. It's like, it's actually giving you the values of what these are doing. Like, increase movement speed, give us the value, you know? Yeah, you're right, that would be quite nice. That would definitely be quite nice. Just actually let us know, like, what is it actually doing? Like, by how much? That would be pretty cool. Stackable object shredder. No, there's not really any need for that. But yeah, you know, I think that would be fine. That would be pretty good. Okay, on to the next topic. I think like, you know, that sort of stuff, gear grinding is just like a bit ridiculous. But the next topic, I want to talk about League and free play. Now, these could maybe merge together, but we need some sort of free play mode. Yeah, do what Sendal.inc does and compare what your weapon with the builds and abilities compared to the base weapon, you know? So I feel we need some sort of free play. The amount of times you come in and you're just like, look, I'm totally down to play the ranked modes. Sometimes it's a pain in the arse to get League games. If you don't have any friends, it's like you can't do it. There's not enough people on. And sometimes you just don't want to grind in it, like your solo queue power. Maybe you've got a good power. Maybe the rotation sucks and you don't want to go risk it. You know, same with weekends, it's crap. So let's give us the ability to like play free play mode. You know, where you just go in and you just play. No consequences, you're just playing the game. You know, and I do feel this could actually be incorporated into League a little bit. So maybe League could be, is Salmon Run open? Yes. So maybe like League could be set up more, and the same with free play. Maybe you just go into like League free play option and it's set up like Salmon Run. If you read the description, we're talking about Splatoon 3. So it could be set up like this. So if you're on your own and want to free play, you just go to freelance. You just go to freelance, you know? And then you get to join a team of people looking for the same. That would be fantastic. The least enjoyable thing about the game is me stressing about your rank. Yeah, for sure. Just like more stuff to have more fun. And in like a more casual way, you know? So I think like how it works here, so I like, you know, so you could just freelance, just like a bunch of single people. So that would basically be your like free play mode. And then with friends could be more like leaguey, you know? So with friends, please nobody join. So with friends, you create a room. You know? And you create a room. You technically can go in on your own, you know? So you could go in on your own, you could recruit crew members who are random, but I don't think that's necessary. But you know, you can join up with one friend to make a pair, a triple where you recruit one member, or a quad, you know? And I think like League, we could just run League like that, I think. I think that would be totally fine, you know? Like I think that would be a good way to play League. And then obviously you could, you know, you just have it as your team. Who played what? Were they a 3? Were they a 4? You could have like singles, doubles, triples, quads, you know? And then you can recruit people. So I think that's pretty cool, you know? Blaze, I'm already discussing something. So yeah, I'm discussing Splatoon 3. I'm not playing Salmon Run. If you want to play Salmon Run, just go play Salmon Run. There is, whilst we're talking about this, as we say, there's a freelance option. You can easily go play Salmon Run on your own. There's not really, why is it we don't need it? There's no need for selling stuff on a black market. Like, what the hell do we need a black market for? Anyway, we're talking about League and free play. You know, like, I think that would be fine. There's not really anything up, like, that's just basic. Quality of life stuff again, you know? It's really like quality of life stuff. You know, that's all it is. It's just quality of life. You know, give us free play, make League more playable. Like, League's hella fun. Like, I really like League. The main problem we have in it is you turn up and there's like not really any people playing. You know, I feel if it's incorporated like that, there might be more people playing. You know, hang on a second. Yeah, you know, like, we just want more people to play, and you know, like, it just makes it easy to get ranked games, more like fun stuff to do. You've never played League modes, I don't have enough friends. I mean, join a Discord, man, Tony, like, come and play in here on the stream. You know, yeah, just feel free to come in and play, you know, just stuff like that. You know, yeah, always ask, it's all good. There's the Discord, thank you. But yeah, just like free play in League. Like, League's so much fun, like, it's chill, but you can get some really good games in League, and it's actually really nice. Like, I really enjoy playing League. It's kind of chill, but then if you're voice chatting and you're going against good teams, then then you can get some like really fire games in on League sometimes. Not always, it's like usually one or the other. But I feel if there's more people playing, you'd probably have more balanced matches and it could be super fun. Yeah, I love League. I think it's like, yeah, you know, it's like fun, it's like chill. I really enjoy it. So like incorporating free play and League together could be like super good. Now on to single player, and we'll incorporate Salmon Run into this. So we'll just start with Salmon Run. Honestly, how Salmon Run works, like for the most part, I've got like there's nothing wrong with it. Granted, we might not see it be the same mode as Salmon Run is, but whatever Salmon Run turns into, let's keep that. And just realistically, more maps. And it open all the time. There's not really anything else other to say on that. Just more maps, it open all the time, a bit of variety, you know? And story mode, single player, right? Single player, it's not, like, I know a lot of people like it, Recon likes it, but like single player, it's not really that much fun. Like, you play it once, there's not really that much replay value unless you're like speedrunning it. I think Salmon Run will stay, probably not Salmon because of Little Buzzy, but I think the concept will stay. Yeah, I think Salmon concept will still stay. The single player, it's kind of a bit dull. It is a big tutorial and the levels aren't particularly good. So I think you look at Octo Expansion and see what they did with Octo Expansion. Just like get cooler levels for single player, basically. Just make it cooler and give it more replay value. And a good example of this is the final boss in Splat 1 compared to Splat 2. The final boss in Splat 2 is trash. It's boring. The final boss in Splat 1 is probably one of the best bosses that Nintendo... It's up there with one of the top bosses Nintendo's ever designed in any of their games. Like DJ Octavia Splat 1 is right up there with one of the best final bosses ever. You know, like a lot of people maybe don't know that, but it certainly is, you know. So like that's an example, and like some of the levels on Octo Expansion are like insanely good and they're insanely fun. So they just need to do that, you know. It's just like up your game a little bit there, you know, like up your game a little bit, and that's it, you know. Better replay value. Hey Arlo, how's it going? I hope you're good. I hope you're having a good day. Yeah, we're talking about Splatoon 3. Yeah, that's what it says in the stream title. I feel like this game is going to have an extra emphasis on story mode, judging from both Octo Expansion and theme of the new game. Yeah, I actually do feel that. I'm kind of like, I don't know, I do feel that a lot of people are feeling the same, that, yeah, actually, you know, story mode actually might turn out to be pretty good. Yeah, like Splatoon 1 DJ October final boss, it was pretty tough. That was a good-ass boss, you know? That was a super good boss. Yeah, long time no see, Arlo, and thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. And then I think I'm pretty close to the end of what I've remembered to talk about. So I've just got one last thing to say. I probably got this a little bit out of order, but the rank system and matchmaking. Thank you for the follow, Hazy View. Thank you so much. I hope you're good. I hope you're having a good day. You thought it was tough too, but one of the most fun bosses. Yeah, exactly. That boss was like insanely good. So much fun. So here we go. Rank system and matchmaking. Like this is a big one. So I think in Splatoon 2, like Splatoon 1, it was probably a little bit harsh, but had some good ideas as well. And Splatoon 2, it was a bit too easy. But I actually think the rank system in Splatoon 1, looking back, maybe mix the two a little bit. So first things first, I don't know if we need to like split up, like, you know, I don't think we need to split up the 4 modes. It just turns out to be just way too tedious. You know, let's maybe just keep them together and come up with a better rank system based on power. But I mean, the problem is this is decided a lot by like matchmaking as well. But I mean, realistically at the moment, it's just way too easy to get up into X rank. It's too easy. And like, I don't feel I should be like an X rank. Like, I don't feel I should be an X rank. S plus, top, high S plus, maybe. X rank, I don't think so. I don't think I deserve to be there. I am there, you know? And I've stayed there for quite a while. Maybe at some point I'll drop out, which is fair enough. But even if I do drop out, I'm going to be back there in like a couple of hours, you know? You know, like that's it. You know, like it's just been too easy. Like this system is heavily geared in Splat 2 for you getting to X rank. Like all you need to do is understand the basics of the game and just grind. So it's like a bit too simple. I kind of like how the power rating works in X rank. I think it's cool, but our player base is so small. It kind of like, it really does make a bit of a mess of X rank. And maybe they need to like separate the X ranks into X minus, X and X plus. But technically the power level is already doing that. It's just we just don't have the player base. So maybe a lot of these issues can be sorted out like just by having a larger player base, which I'm sure we're going to get. Some people don't understand the basics. Yeah, I mean, that's true. When queuing up for a game, you should be able to see your teammates' weapons and their weapons so you can build comps. I don't really know about that. Like, I do feel, oh, this is something I actually forgot to talk about, so I guess I can talk about it here as well. Is, like, I guess this talks about it in the same thing, is maybe just have some loadouts. But you know what? Let me just fire this at the end. Let me talk about that after I've talked about this rank system. Like, see other weapons, loadouts. I'll get back to that. Actually, I'll get back to that. So yeah, like the matchmaking is like, we just need like something still. I quite like how it's based off this power level. So maybe something like that. Maybe once again like how Splatfest sort of works. Because like when you're in Splatfest, how that sort of works is kind of nice. Hey B-Box, how's it going? You know, like the power levels in Splatfest for each team, and you get to see the other power level of the team is kind of cool. So maybe like obviously you still need to rank up somehow as well. And then obviously you need to be able to like reset the rank at the start of the month and stuff like that. But maybe there's something like that can be incorporated. So a little bit how X rank works, but you still manage to rank up and stuff, you know. And then within matchmaking, like stuff that needs to be incorporated into matchmaking is like they need to take their specials and stuff into consideration. So when matchmaking comes up, it just needs to be better matchmaking inside the matchmaking. So when you're matchmaking, just people's specials and comps need to be a bit more considered. Like some of the stuff they've got a bit wrong, like X-Slosher's classed as a slosher, and they don't take into consideration specials at the moment. So like things like that, just like a bit better consideration for specials and things like that. Hey Tima, how's it going? I hope you're good. You know, just the same again, it comes down to quality of life stuff. So I think really that's it. But so other topics to discuss is just as Captain Sluggy was just a way to say stuff I missed out on and was just thinking about. So really now is like if you've got a time to like say things, then this is the time we can actually discuss it, you know? So I think it would actually be nice in here. This is my first thing I'd like to say, and then it'll incorporate into the next thing. In here, just give us goddamn loadouts. You know, just give us loadouts, like even if it's 3-5 weapons, just give us like 5 loadout slots. So when you're playing like League or whatever, and more actually for PBs, when you're playing private battles, you can just have a quick loadout set, and you can just quickly load out. You know what I mean? Like, you think dividing X into more ranks is a #1 thing they can do. I mean, technically, Captain Shuggy, like, it is actually doing that, but the problem is player base. Like, if there's loads of people playing, then you do get separated into power levels. So that technically comes down to, like, player base again. So at the moment, there's not enough player base to do that. No, you shouldn't be allowed to select the sub and special for your main weapon. Not a chance. Not a chance. You'll end up building stuff that's just ridiculous and everyone will just play the same thing. So, like, that's not something we want to do. Yeah, loadouts like your amiibos do. So like, for this, it's like, that's my loadout for my Zap at the moment. So then I can just have, like, a loadout slot 1. Just so you can quickly change between them. So it's not like, oh, shit, I need to go and find, like, oh, my headgear. Where's my headgear? I mean, look at all the stuff I've got. Oh, where's the one I play? Oh, no, I need to find that. Oh, found that one. Oh, clothing. Where is it now? Oh, shit, I need to go through here, you know? Takes too long. Just give us 5 slots of loadout, you know? That would be fine, you know? Like, that would be fine. You know, just so we can quickly change. So we can quickly change. And then, I don't know, it's really hard. Like, do I want to see other people's weapons in the game so you can build slots out? Like, obviously I can see an advantage to it, but you have to remember, people are quite often dicks. You need to consider the lowest possible case scenario of the people that play the game that will ruin it for you. So, like, if you change weapon, especially if you're a streamer or something like that, people are just gonna meme and shit on you. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, one, you might have people that don't know what they're doing anyway and choose random shit, and the other thing is that people might meme on you. So, like, I kind of, like, would rather Nintendo did the job for you and made matchmaking better, and they got better weapons and specials, build a comp around that, put you into a game that way, than seeing what other people are using, you know? Just to avoid, like, people are dicks, you need to remember that, and it'll, like, make it even worse. You think it'll be better, you know? Do you know what I mean? Is like, you think it'll be better, like, at the start of a game, like, if at this, like, oh, you don't know what I mean, you get it, you're dumb. Yeah, so once you load into a game, maybe you had like 5 seconds to choose your weapons. People, like, I don't think that's a good idea. I'd rather just see it blind. Let Nintendo take care of the weapons side of the matchmaking and just give you good comps, you know, as opposed to picking the comps with the team you're in. People will just mess it up. Yeah, you doubt they'll give us loadouts just to keep amiibos exclusive for the money. Yeah, I know, more than likely, but I mean, it's just a bit tedious. I mean, loadouts are something pretty basic. They're pretty basic, you know. Maybe that's what I was gonna say. Is actually, Arlo, that was something I was thinking about as well. Was maybe you could have the choice between 2 weapons. So when the maps change, it gives you, like, you've got like 2 weapons you're using. It'll give you 2 loadout shots that you can use in rotation. So what, you still don't get to see your teammates or enemy teams' weapons or anything like that. But when the map loads up, maybe let it just switch between a loadout, you know? So it's like, okay, it loads in. Oh, okay, we've got Manta Maria, for example. Okay, I'm going to use Zap. Okay, I'm going to use Zap for this one. Albacore's loading in. Oh, I need a ranged weapon for that. I'll load in my H3D, you know, just something like that, you know, just so you don't get stitched up, because sometimes in this you're playing a level, you're playing a rotation, and you basically want 2 completely different weapons for the rotation per map. Yeah, so that would be fine, you know. Just 2, you just get to choose 2. I mean, like, I'm not overly fussed about that, but it is something, like, sometimes the maps are entirely different for weapons you'd want to play. You like my idea, take 2 into battle but only use 1. Yeah, just like it tells you the map. It tells you the map and you get like 5 seconds, that's it. 5 seconds to switch between like one of your two, like, or even if you've got like a couple loadout slots, like one of your 3 loadout slots, and that's it. Your map, pick your weapon for the map, and then it loads you into the game. I know it might be a bit complicated for their matchmaking as people will switch, but just like 5 seconds, that's it, no more. Just like, here's the map, right? You load in, here's the map. You've got 5 seconds to switch weapon. Nintendo does the matchmaking for you based on weapons, drop into the game. Like, take 2 into battle and only use 1. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I don't want people to be switching weapons in game. Like, I don't want to see people switching weapons in game. Basically, I just think, like, I know that's how a lot of other games run, but like, I kind of like don't want to see that. Personally speaking, I kind of don't really want to see that. People switching weapons in game and stuff like that is like, it just overly complicates things, especially in a game like this. It is quite complicated to work around people and things. Like, when people are in, like, I don't have a problem with that. Once they're in, they're in. But it comes back to just good matchmaking for your comp on, like, it's just up to Nintendo to give us better matchmaking on a comp, like, you get 1 backline, that's it. You only ever get 1 backline. You get a mid-range weapon, and you get like 2 shorter range weapons, or you get 2 mid-range weapons and 1 shorter range, something like that. Don't give us like six backliners in 1 match and shit like that. I don't want to see it. Don't want to see that stuff. Okay, you just meant sort of the same thing. Yeah, just have time to choose your weapons. Yeah, kind of like what I said, Arlo, yeah. But yeah, like, it's just like really just like most stuff is just really simple quality of life things. But I mean, that's it. Like, that's really realistically it for my thoughts. Let me know if I've missed anything, or give us a minute to like discuss anything you want. So drop in any ideas. VC, nah. Like, maybe just an option to VC with your friends easier and stuff in League, and be able to ping your friends and message in League. Okay, yeah, I've actually got some stuff to talk about with VC. So, like, I don't want VC in ranked, not at all. I don't want to hear random people talking shit and stuff like that. People squeaking and being annoying and their opinions. I don't want to hear that at all. But off that, better communication on the D-pad. We've got a D-pad slot. We've got 2 empty slots. Let's fill them up, and let's maybe be able to cycle between stuff as well, That would be good. So D-pad, more communication. I played Fortnite and get this kid getting told off by his mom and stuff. Just like, yeah, no voice chat. I don't want voice chat in ranked. The ability to do it in like in private battles, in League and stuff like that, yeah, go for it. And be able to message your friends as well. Just at any time, just ping a message to your friend in the system. Just be like, you down to play League? Rather than being like sometimes you might see a friend in Turf War and it's like, oh, they need to go on Discord, drop them a message on Discord. Rather be like, oh, if a friend's like in like online or whatever, just ping them a message, But yeah, I don't want VC, but definitely better ways to communicate would be nice, that's for sure. Just like better communication, that would be pretty decent. Speaking of D-pad, don't put them on left and right, up and down, having them next to each other so you don't have them misinputting because of Procon's crappy D-pad. Yeah, but I mean, it's just more like, it's not that bad. But for that ability, it's not too bad. But maybe be able to like cycle through stuff quickly, like stuff I'd like to see is like paint objectives, something like that, but maybe be able to cycle a few more. But like even just basic ones, like even like maybe not necessarily objective, but like move back, like retreat, move forward, something like I don't exactly know what the call outs should be on the D-pad. But just some things like that. I mean, I think paint would be a good one. And VC, if you did use it, I'd become so toxic so many people would have it turned off anyway. And if you didn't use it, you'd be at a disadvantage. Yeah, exactly. So I don't have a problem with no VC, for sure. Maybe you hold down L, gives different D-pad options or something. Yeah, just like some way to quick cycle it. I know you can quick cycle in Rocket League, but I don't know how it works for certain. But just something like that, you know. But yeah, I mean that's kind of like my ideas. So in Rocket League, if you press up on the D-pad, okay, it's up on the D-pad. There's 3 options. Okay, yeah, that would be cool, and you could quick cycle them or something like that. Okay, that's what it is. Yeah, that would be perfect. That would be absolutely perfect. There's lots of options. I'd seen it. I didn't know how it physically worked. Like, I'd seen it working on Rocket League, but I just didn't know how, like, you physically did it with your control pad or whatever, you know? You think we're getting a new multiplayer mode, some kind of 4v4v4 battle royale or something else to reflect the chaotic theme. Some YouTuber had a good idea for that one, and it would be good for Splatoon to branch out from its usual formula. I think the problem with I think battle royale isn't a great idea, but maybe you're right. Maybe in like 4v4v4, but I don't know how it would work. It could be an absolute mess. Like, remember, you can only move in your own ink color and stuff. It's definitely an interesting idea, but I just don't know how it would actually be physically in the game. I'm not against the idea. I'm definitely open to that idea, but it would just be like, as long as they did it right, it could be fine, but it could definitely be tricky, you know? It could be chaos. Yeah, 16 players would be super laggy. Yeah, I mean, you see it struggling at times when there's tentamissiles and stuff going off with 4 to 6 people in one area, you know? But that's down to Switch hardware, you know? That's nothing to do with the game. But, you know, yeah, something like that, but it's just, you just have to remember the basic mechanics of the game is like moving in your own colored ink. So it could be tricky to implement well. That's all I'm saying. It could be tricky to implement well. I'm not against the idea, but it's just implementation of it. Yeah, it's a good idea on paper, but don't know if it would work in practice. But yeah, I think that's it for me. For talking about like Splat 3. Like, if you've got anything you want to discuss, just I think just drop it in. I think I fairly covered the topics fairly well. Certainly the ones I thought about, and obviously as we see more stuff, you know, more stuff come in, it's going to be exciting. There'll be more things to talk about. You know, I mean, it's really hard. Like there's no point talking about like stuff that's just pure fantasy at the moment. Yeah, I'm going to keep streaming, Arlo. I'm going to keep streaming. You said Battle Royale 10 minutes ago. Yeah, I did hear you, Adrian, you know. I did hear you, Adrian, but I was just discussing that. Battle Royale's not going to work. I was just sort of discussing it there with Captain, but yeah. You know, like, I can't see Battle Royale working. Like, how are you going to have, like, say even they cut it down to, like, I don't know, 30 players? Like, you've got 30 colors ink and shit? Like, it's all these ideas, like, things like Battle Royales and Team Deathmatch matches are, like, ideas that people actually haven't thought about in practice, how they would actually work and how they would actually play out, you know? But yeah, I don't think... I just can't see it. How would Battle Royale even work, you know? It's not gonna. And then it's the same with it's the same with, like, Deathmatch. It doesn't really work. You need an objective so people are moving and not just sitting in one position sharking, waiting for a kill, you know? Like, you think Team Deathmatch would be a good idea, it would be boring as hell. And I think, like, Battle Royale wouldn't work. It'd be like, oh, look, there's a different coloured ink. They're over there. Where does the ink end? Oh, they're sitting somewhere in between this line of ink and this line of ink. You know? You like Splatoon because it's different to other shooters. A Battle Royale or Deathmatch would ruin the game. The charm of the game. Like, I don't think, like, the idea of it's, like, fine. It's just, like you need the objective-driven games. You know, you need the objective-driven games to actually focus and, like, where to put paint and things like that. You know, and the other thing is like, let's be realistic. 90% of us are playing Deathmatch, right? And fair enough, there's an objective to push, you know what I mean? But, you know, like, most of the time we're playing a deathmatch. We are. You know, obviously you need to, like, move the objective. But, you know, you know, I think that's it. Twitch is cool, you just realised all its features. Yeah, for sure. You know how turf happens, people find it boring because there's no objective. Yeah, exactly, you just like you kind of run around aimlessly, you know? Hey, fantastic Joel, I hope you're good, I hope you're having a good day. But yeah, you know, like a lot of times you're just doing that. But turf, like I don't really like turf. It just like ends up just like, oh, just people all over the shop and no real like base to like, you know, do stuff. Especially when people don't like. Turf's fine if you're playing like good people and it's like kind of a bit more fun. But when you just go into turf war lobbies with people that don't know what they're doing, I'm just like, oh, this is like trash, you know, just trash. Give us a camera mode or a way to review past games. Oh yeah, just like, oh nice, you're well, fantastic Joel, nice. Yeah, just yeah, maybe just be able to like your last match is recorded or whatever, and you can just be like save last match, you know, something like that would be fine, you know, just so you can go back and review or whatever. But yeah, that stuff like that, you know. Maybe there'll be a creative mode like other mini games. Oh yeah, that's another thing as well, is when you're waiting for the lobby to load up, just let us go into the shooting gallery. And oh, there's another thing, the shooting gallery. Let's talk about this. This is something I have covered in the past. Yeah, I'll get to that. Remind me about that one, Recon. That's a good one. Right, in here. More stuff to do in the testing gallery. Like more stuff, more fun stuff. Like little mini games. And this sort of goes back to Octo Expansion. Maybe scale down some of the little mini games there. So maybe there's like some mini games and stuff you could do whilst in the training zone or something like that. Now this, and like in here, for example, oh, let's go into this room. Or maybe in this room I can fight Inner Agent 3 with any weapon, you know? It's just stuff like that. Because the dummies are they're just a bit crap. So better stuff for a bit more practice in here would be nice. That would be nice. And then maybe as a side note, like little mini games that are fun. Like little stuff from Octo Expansion, where there's like little mini games that are just fun. Like I used to play a fair bit of Time Splitters 4, Future Perfect, and we used to play a lot of multiplayer with friends, you know, 4 players all in the house playing at the same time, but there was a bunch of mini games in there that were pretty fun. But yeah, just a better test arena, that's a good one. Like Inner Agent 3, being able to fight Inner Agent 3 and stuff with any weapon, you know, that's just an idea, you know, but just better stuff in here would be good. Better stuff in here would be nice. That's pretty simple. And then what were you just saying about Recon? Well, yeah, make more abilities in PBs. You know, custom stuff like give us Grisgo weapons, more options in private battles. That's a good one. By the way, what do you think about Splatoon 3? Yeah, just like, oh, I mean, I always knew we were going to get a Splatoon 3. I didn't know where and when. You know, whether it would be on another console or whatever. But yeah. Hyped for it. It's something good. It's good to talk about. It's got people active again. So I think at the moment the best thing we can say about Splatoon 3 is that it's got people active again. Got people talking in Splatoon 2 and other people coming back in that played Splatoon 2 that maybe are not played for a while. You know, I think that's a good thing. Yeah, going back to Recon's point, yeah, just like some custom rule sets and stuff for PBs just to like have some fun game modes, you know, that would be good. Yeah, Nintendo intended the training room to be a way to test out new weapons and understand how they play. They didn't intend for people to use it how we do, like warming up, aim, etc. I don't know why they didn't change it after Splat 1. I'd love a better training room. Yeah, better training room for sure, for sure. I knew we'd get a Splat. Yeah, I knew we'd get a Splat 3. And DLCs, I mean, Octo Expansion was so good, so like just any DLC, another DLC like Octo Expansion would be super rad, you know. But I mean that's just extras on an extra, if you know what I mean. So like yeah, DLC is always rad. I mean they're probably gonna do the same thing. We're gonna get trickle content once a month, you know, for ages. Like we'll probably get they'll run the same system. I liked how they run the system in this. like new drops in new gear, new weapons and stuff like that. Like I kind of like think that doesn't even need discussed. Like Splatfest once a month is fine enough. Oh yeah, Splatfest. Just give us goddamn ranked map modes in Splatfest. Even if it's just zones, just please let us play ranked modes so it's not turf war in Splatfest. For sure, that's something, you know. Right now we have over 800 viewers in this Splatoon category. Normally we have like 300-400. Yeah, it's got people talking a lot. I mean, like dude had like over 2,000 the other night and stuff, and that's super good. It's been like quite a while since like people have had that numbers. So I think there's a lot of people that have maybe dipped out, dipping back in, and then new people like checking it out before Splat 3 comes up. But yeah, you know, you wonder what new maps will be like and new weapons. Yeah, I mean, stuff like that, Arlo, is just like, to me, that just is what it is. That's just a waiting game. Until we actually see anything more, I kind of like, there's like, to me, there's not much to discuss. Like, there's no specifics to discuss outside of the fact that we're getting new weapons and, you know, new maps, you know. That's all there really is to discuss. Let's hope they're cool, you know. Yeah, new maps, you know, new maps, like good maps. And we know that's happening, so it's just more about like how good the maps are, you know. But yeah, if they're same again, I'll ask once more and then I'm just gonna chill for a couple minutes and then we can do something when the rotation changes. Maybe just for like an hour or something like that. So if you've got any more Splat 3 topics that you've thought about, now's your time. But I think we're fairly covered. Let's go do a quick recap. You know, let's see. We covered maps, modes, weapons, subspecials, abilities, gears, gear grinding, league, free play, single player, salmon, rank system, matchmaking. You know, I think we're quite good. I think that's basically all man goes back. I think that's basically all like the basics, because that's all there really is to talk about. Obviously, everyone's gone through the analysing of the Splatoon 3 trailer and stuff like that. But I think for now, that's all it is. It's just a waiting game. Just the waiting game has started, you know? The waiting game started. Looking for trickle stuff, little things we'll get on Twitter, little new trailers and stuff. And then we'll get to the point where we'll get a test fire, you know, some test fires, and then we'll know we're super close. So, you know, pretty exciting times. It's good to see hype coming back to Splatoon 2 as well. That's pretty good. Imagine getting double braids in Splatoon 3 instead. And if then, oh yeah, will Nintendo actually care about the comp scene? I mean, that's something else as well, isn't it? But I think, you know, maybe they will. Hopefully they do. I really hope they do, just to keep the game pushed. But the other thing is as well is like sometimes you just have to look at the community now and realize there's a lot of really good people putting a lot of their own time into making the comp scene what it is. And if Nintendo won't support them, maybe there's enough people playing the game where outside sponsors will make it what it is, you know. Maybe Nintendo won't help us out, but maybe the player base will be so big and the comp scene can grow to a point where we can get outside sponsors in to drop some cash and drop some prizes, you know, and just and then that way you run the comps you want to run, and they come up with some good prizes. You've seen it recently. There's been the communities pulled together. The TOs have done good jobs. People have put effort in. People have put their money in as well. Like the players and watchers have put money in to make it good. Wars. I don't know what you mean, Adrian. No idea what you mean. What does wars and question mark Squid Sisters mean? I've got no idea, Adrian. Can you just like, you know, coherent sentences, coherent ideas rather than words and question marks, please? If you mean Squid Sisters, like, I don't know, like, there's no we've got no idea about stuff like that. We saw we got new ones, we got the old Squid Sisters come back in, so I'm sure, I mean, we've got 4, maybe we'll get more, backstory, you know? You got to go for lunch. No worries, Arlo, have a good one. Yeah, Ghost Gaming was a sponsor, they weren't just a team. Yeah, exactly. That's the team sponsor though, you know? That was a team sponsor. I'm talking about, like, yeah, obviously that comes with it. Team sponsors, but then sponsors for the competitions, you know, for the tournaments and stuff, like weekend tournaments that get like decent prizes and decent prize money and stuff like that. Yeah, and then off that you obviously get like team sponsors like Set to Destroy X and you know, all Ghost, you know, all Olive Chain into Ghost, you know, like Ghost sponsoring them and paying for their flights and stuff like that. But that's another thing. I mean, that's stuff we can work on as a community, you know. That's stuff that can be community driven. Hopefully Nintendo gets behind it, but that stuff's almost like another topic on its own to discuss, like, you know, like the community pulling together to make these things happen, which they have done. You know, which they have done, and like supporting the team operators, tournament operators and stuff like that to make it happen on your own. Because sometimes that's what you need, like, other people might not do shit for you, so you just need to get a collective group of people that'll do the stuff for you. More about the Salmon Buddy, but Adrian, there's not really anything to talk about the Salmon Buddy other than, like, we don't know what it is. It's there, maybe it's part of the single player mode, but like, other than we've seen that there's a Salmon Buddy, there's nothing really to talk about other than, like, it's there. Like, we know nothing about Splatoon 3. There's no lore or anything released. It's just a sitting and waiting game. To be honest, once LANs come back, I think they'll get more sponsors. Yeah, I think so. I mean, like, it'll be interesting at the moment now, Mango, to see, like, you can see it this week, the last few days, like, since it's dropped, how many, since the Nintendo Direct dropped, how many more people, like, have joined back in the community that have maybe just, like, taken a back seat. And a lot of those are comp players, and I think even the next year, with, like, Splatoon 2 is probably going to get a lot bigger again in the next year anyway. You really hope we get an apartment where the equipment menu takes place. We could decorate it and certain Splatfest things are there, hung there out after every Splatfest you attend. Heck, we hear the drums of the loading screen of Splatoon. There are apartments all over Splatville too. Yeah, just stuff like that. I mean, yeah, just little, like, just nicer things, quality of life things, and maybe just more fun things that you're, even where you're waiting around, you know? You know, even when you're just waiting around doing whatever, there's just like, oh, I've got my little house. I mean, it did look like quite a big, like, Inkopolis Square was like, it was massive, you know? Like, it was more like we were over there in the city, you know, than in this, like, little, like plaza, basically, like, little mall section, you know? We were actually over there, you know? So maybe you do have a little home where you can keep some of your shit, where I'd keep my skateboard. Could keep my skateboard, you know? But stuff like that's pretty cool. But right, I think I'll take a quick break, use the bathroom, and when we come back, we'll probably just go and play some League or something for an hour. You can't wait to hit the Splattle in 2020. Yeah, for sure. With that gritty look and the skulls they used. Yeah, it's nice to get a different aesthetic. But yeah, right, give me a couple minutes, I'll be back, and we'll do something. We'll actually play some games with less chat. So a couple minutes and I'll be back. So thanks for listening to all that, and yeah, game time in a minute. So we'll go play some games for an hour or something. Yeah, be right back. Okay, we are back. We are back. Hey, cute and funny 69, how's it going? I hope you're good. I hope you're having a good day. So let me just change the stream title as well. I think I'll go do some League. I've got like about an hour, I reckon. So you can just do a bit of League for about an hour, I reckon. What have I missed? I might have just missed something. I've never anticipated a game this much before. I was like shaking when it was announced. I was just like, I was pretty hyped. Oh, there we go. I was pretty hyped. I was like, I didn't know to begin with that it was Splatoon, and I was like, oh shit, it's the Octoling. And then I was like, is it DLC? I was like, I don't know. I don't think it'll be DLC. I was like, I don't know though, because it's hard to know if stuff's been delayed by so much for coronavirus. And then I was like, oh, it is Splatoon 3, so definitely cool. They'll definitely replace Salmon Run with an equivalent, otherwise they're incentivizing people to keep playing Splatoon 2. There'll be something the same as Salmon. Hey, Gabby, how's it going? I hope you're good, hope you're having a good day. Yeah, jellyfish is like, they're not getting replaced, they're more like squid-like. They just were like, didn't have the small heads, they had the big heads. But Jello's still there as well though, so I think there's just different ones. You're super nice. You were screaming on the ground. Were you lying and doing circles? Like that. Woo! You're playing Guilty Gear. Okay, nice. Okay, I'll go open a quad up and I'll probably just stick around for like maybe an hour or something like that. But I'll go get a quad open, so Recon said they're going to join. So feel free to jump in if you want. It's Clam Blitz, Port Mackerel, Sturgeon. You slammed the table, Adrian. You would have screamed, but it was like 11 PM. Yeah, it was pretty late, but there you go. Okay, we've got Mango in. Nice, Mango. We've got Recon in. Nice, Recon. So one more spot. Feel free to jump in. Anyone else about? You had to bite your lip and punch your pillow to stop screaming. I wasn't like that. I was just like, oh shit. There you go. And you've been playing Mini a bit. Very fun. I was just like, oh shit. Okay. That's it. That's it. We got the announcement, you know. Yeah, just you're loading the game. Okay, Gabby's coming in, so they've already got a spot. Now it's just a long wait. Yeah, it's all good though. It's good. Like as I said, it's brought some hype back into Splatoon 2 as well. So I think we're good. I think we're going to be good. And it'll be like a nice run. Like I'm cool on waiting. I've got no problem waiting. It's all good. I've still got a lot I would like to do in Splatoon 2, as in get better, you know. So I still got a bit of work to do. So it's a bit of work. I'm sure I'll still have a lot of unfinished business by the time Splatoon 3 comes out. But Splatoon 3 comes out, then we're straight onto it. Splatoon 2's like, see you. We're just waiting for Gabby. You were just like, what the heck, pink shipping. Did you need to add us, Gabby, or was that someone else? I'll just wait, just to save us getting kicked out the lobby. Can you let us know whether I needed to add you, Gabby? Or you just need to come in? Okay, that's perfect. I'll get that friend request added later, no dramas. To be honest, I saw the desert and was like, I just didn't know. I was like, I didn't think it's not Splatoon, but I was just trying to rack what it was. Like, Splatoon didn't come to my mind. And then I was like looking at the Inkling, like, what's this? Like, it took me a second and I was like, oh shit. Yeah, the news. Yeah, the news. That's the other thing, isn't it? Let us skip the news. Your boyfriend was like, Tilly, look. And I looked up and saw the inkling and was like, what? That's pretty good that your boyfriend let you know. Take a moment to appreciate that you removed gender options. Yeah, like, for me, like, I didn't think about it. It's not something I think about. Like, it wasn't until I was told that that was the case. I was like, oh yeah, totally, they did. I didn't notice. Like, that's not something I think about. But I think that's cool for those that were super hyped on it. But then on the bad side of it, there was people that were like just assholes about it, which was like, that shit blows my mind. Like, how can you get offended by their like non-gender shit, and you still can make yourself look like a guy or a girl if you want. Like, they haven't put a specific gender, like called something boy or girl, but you can blatantly make yourself look like a boy or look like a girl if you want to, you know? Oh, it says it's full. Oh, is that not you? Who's Woo? What's your name, Gabby? What's your in-game name, Gabby? Oh, Gabby, okay. So just let Recon Mango and Gabby join, please. Yeah, there's no reason to get upset about it. It's like people writing racist shit and stuff on Twitter or transphobic stuff on Twitter. Just like on social media, like, just like have a brain, you know? Just have a brain and realize what you're saying and doing, and just like shut the fuck up, basically. And then like reconsider your options, you know? There we go. Then reconsider your options to realize why you're a racist or transphobic and stuff like that, and why you don't need to write about it on social media. Yeah, it blows. Like that's what, like, I'm bad. Like I didn't think about it. Like, I didn't think about it like a realization to me that there was like non-gender stuff in it. Like, it's not something I think about. But then when it comes to like people being like horrible humans about it, then that's when I have to think about other people's genders and stuff, you know, to be like, damn, like, that's right, we need to like support them, because there's a whole load of like shitty people out there where they don't have their rights and stuff like that. And you're talking about a fucking computer game as well. Like, who, like on like the basics of things, like, it's a computer game, like, regardless of all the other stuff around it, like, how could you even get, like, on just like a basic note, it's a computer game, who gives a shit, you know? And then it pulls out like people being racist and like transphobic and stuff. That shit's like mind-blowing, you know? It's called a style now, yeah. I know Nintendo doesn't listen well on social media, but it never hurts to keep trying. Let's send Nintendo America some audio cues. One is more feminine than the other, but it still categorizes styles, not genders. Yeah, like, I don't have a problem with that. You can blatantly make yourself look like a guy or a girl. Like, it's blatantly a guy or a girl if you want it to look that way. I feel anyway. And if not, you can mix it up, and if you think not, then that's fine. Like I don't, like I just don't care, but it's more like looking at the other side of it where people are like horrible people about it. Then you're like, holy shit, that's like, my mind's blown by that. Like people, like, just like, my mind's blown that people still like haven't got an open mind about stuff, and like don't even like not have an open mind about these things. Like, just like you still live in a society where you're not getting absolutely shut down for writing racist and like racist, homophobic, transphobic, all that stuff like down on social media, and not just getting absolutely like slayed by people by it. And in fact, you know, people like you know, little groups of racists and stuff. Like, it's insane. Like, I don't get it. You watched a dude video, and mid-game he ran by a drone of like something bad. One of the drones in the lobby. Yeah, like some of the shit you see in the lobby is like insane. Hey Lolga, how's it going? I hope you're good. I hope you're having a good day. Okay, let's go. I actually need to turn my game audio up. Why do I feel so slow? I hope this feels like I need to buy a new what you call it. Eek. I've only seen communist symbols in Plaza. I've seen people write some pretty funky stuff. Someone straight up wrote the N-word. And remember that stuff gets posted on on Facebook or Twitter as well. Like just full on wrote the full on hard N-word, you know? What's going on? Sorry, what's going on here? I think I need to buy a new controller. Right, why are we not absolutely shitting all over them? Right, get some clams together, wipe them. What's happening? The Luna's laggy. Yeah, that was a while ago. I saw someone write that as well, and I just like obviously reported it. Deleted it and reported it, you know? Can someone explain to me what is going on? Like, I'm a bit confused at what's happening. Their T-Tech is sick. I'm just a bit confused by it all. Like, where are we as a team? My controller feels like garbage. Right, what have you got, Mango? How many have you got on you? Please suppress them, well done. I thought I saw them hiding there. I've literally never understood such bigotry. Yeah, I'm the same, like, I was always brought up, like, I mean, I was quite fortunate, because I lived in London, like, you know, I was born in London, lived there till I was 9, there was a lot of mixed races and stuff in London, you know, and we are still talking 1980 to 1989, where obviously there was a lot more bigotry and stuff like that around and things like that, but, you know, I knew about like people that were homosexual, transgender people and stuff when I was like young, and knew that like it's all fine, you know. When I moved up to Scotland, there really wasn't a lot of mixed races. It was pretty white and definitely a lot more like racist and transphobic and things like that. And a lot of it just came down to like people not actually seeing or having experiences with these people as well. Thank you for follow. Dave, thank you so much. Hope you're good. Hope you're having a good day. And thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, like some people, yeah, like I was like that. Like it's okay for you to like some boys like boys. That's it. It's not really any big deal because like I always think like on a basic note is like how does any of that shit affect me on a day-to-day basis? Like if you're gay. Like me cutting around with you being gay, like, and especially if I don't even know you, like, so I'm just cutting around, right, living my life, playing the Squid Game over here, right, and you're gay. Like, what's there for me to be upset about, or like get annoyed about? Like, what does it do to me? It's not threatening to me or like or anything in any way at all. You know, like, so like, what's the point? That's what I don't understand is like most stuff doesn't affect you in the slightest. Like the way somebody lives their life has absolutely no effect on you at all. I don't know how we didn't kill him then. Where does it even come from? I mean, obviously a lot of it comes from people's parents, you know, like a predisposed hatred towards something else that you learnt from your parents, you know. I stop. Hold on. Why are we picking up the pity clam? We don't need it. It's made us tagged. Oh, they're one shot. You think a lot of people like that at projecting. I mean, it's kind of like, I think these days people should definitely be more aware, you know, like, I don't know. There's not anything, like, it's not hard to like just be like half reasonable person, you know. They think they're predators or something. Your college roommate was a lesbian. And she was the nicest person ever and never made me feel uncomfortable, but people act like a gay person is like gonna make a move. I think like when they think like that, they just don't understand anything, or like, do you know what I honestly think a lot of times as well is like I think there's a lot of closet homosexuals and stuff like that that would love nothing more than just to like, you know, be gay. Because of their preconceived notions that they're like not allowed to be, you know? And it's like, nah, it's cool, you know? If you want to be gay, like gay it up. It's all good, you know? Don't like hate on people, you know? If you want to gay it up, like it's all good. Oops. You're playing Gal today and you sucked. Okay. How's your day going, Ultra? I hope you're good. Just how bad, just like how shit people are these days, basically. But yeah, just like, you know, I think a lot of people are like maybe like got homosexual tendencies and they can't deal with it, so they end up going the other way, you know, and like hating on it so much. Be like, nah, it's cool. You're fine, nice to hear. Yeah, we went from talking about Splat 3 to talking about this, but they are connected. I don't know why, I did think that would be the brush jumping in. Well done. How did I possibly trade with them there? I don't understand. Yeah, it was 2021 and we're having a lot of issues with like religion and like people's religions and stuff like that. People hating on it as well. Yeah, it's pretty wild. There we go. I mean, like I feel bad. Like, I don't think about these things a lot of time, but then you forget that people need your support just for their rights, you know? Like you know, like, it's crazy. Some places it's like you're not like even allowed to be gay. You know, it's just insane. Like, that's against the law to be gay and stuff like that, and they don't have the same rights as other people. It's crazy to me. And you forget that sometimes the best thing you can do is just support those people and make sure that like their rights are like they get the same rights as everybody else, you know? Will Octos be will Octos be available from the beginning? Who knows? Who knows? That is a good question. That is a good question. I don't know. Guess we'll just have to wait and see. That's definitely on the wait and see list. Hey, Culture Orphan, how's it going? I hope you're good. I hope you're having a good day. Yeah, I mean, you can see Gabby just like they're just level 37, so they're quite new to the game. So there you go. Yeah, I want an Octo expansion or equivalent for sure. Yeah, like a DLC for sure, definitely. You're trying to be goalkeeper. No, you just need to make sure. Just push up with us, Gabby. You only need to goalkeep. You only need to goalkeep when we need to like defend. So what you need to do is when we start pushing up and have got clams and they're a couple down, just move up into mid, move up a bit further. So just keep an eye out on how many players they're down. If you notice they've gone down like 2-3 players, and we need to push up into mid. No worries. It's just like you don't need to stay back all the time because there's just once we've got the advantage, just push with us. So on this map, just go up. Like you can go up to like on top of the spinner, and you can cover mid from there. That's your first position. So if you follow me, like up, like see how I've painted this up there? Yeah, that's your first position up there, and just cover us from there till we get a few picks. And then move up from there. Yeah, good, well done. Yeah. And then hold the power clam. I'll give you this, so take care of that. No, you were meant to hold on to it. I'm winning Mango, but I got bombed. That was a bit unfortunate. The bow has new Inkzuka. Yeah, so it looks like. Just now it does anyway, but they might be up on spinner. Eek. Like how they changed dualies from splashdown to missiles. Just stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, you never know exactly how that's going to play out, you know, with what they'll actually choose. They're the last. Give Mango the... Eek. Couldn't really get in there. I hope they give us more Splatfest with more Shifty Station and 10 times battles. I think we'll get more Splatfest. Like for me, Splatfest, I just want ranked mode in it. Do you know what I mean? That's the main thing I'm looking for Splatfest. Honestly, my controller feels like an absolute bag of shit today. Last is on spinner, I think. We need some clams. Look at how many I've got. Why was that so goddamn hard? Nice bomb. Ranked Splatfest, yeah, for sure. Just like, but I just mean like the ability to play ranked modes in Splatfest. If it's just zones, I'm happy with that. But other than that, yeah. Like, the other modes would be cool too, but like, zones, as long as we get zones, then I'd be down for that. Just not Turf War. Like, Turf War is just so boring. Right, I need 2. Last is behind. I need 2. Have you got them? Anyone got them? I need to back up. Right, Gabby, you need to push up with us. Give me 2. Give me the 2, Recon. Thank you. Right, come up here, Gabby. Go on, there's 2 left. You can do it. Maybe not. 1. Well done. Oh, honestly, my control... I think I need to buy a new controller, which I'm not looking forward to. Your mini's kind of clean, though. Damn, Recon, that was quite a few picks. Just need to be better, like you just need to be better aware, like, how many clams you're holding, how many clams we're holding there. I noticed that the other day when we were playing clams, Recon, is just, like, understanding, like, clams a little bit better. You want Inks right back. I know that was a lot, yeah, that was a lot of picks, you know. But then at the same time is like, it took forever to get a push. This game is too hard. You did alright, it's just understanding the game mode. When you throw them, the person doesn't pick them up. Yeah, you're quite bad at it, Recon. Like, so many times, like the other day, I'm not picking on you, I know it sounds like it, but it is definitely something you need to be aware of. It's just like, you just go forward and don't actually understand, like, when we need to push and how to push sometimes. Yeah, you did good. That was better. You did fine for sure there, Gabby. That was fine. It's just like, we're making the push, but then the actual thing to make the push of, like, getting the clams and stuff together. It's just a little bit more, like just, like, a bit quicker at, like, getting stuff together. Like, that's what I'm saying is, like, I'm not good at this game, but I think I'm kind of good at knowing when and where to do stuff a bit more than other people that might be like mechanically better and stuff like that. They're weak there. Oh yeah, you're definitely doing real well, Gabby, for like 37's like nothing, you know, so... and and clams is one of the more complicated modes as well. Like, clams is not easy, you know? Like, there's a lot to understand in it, so... you know, it's definitely one of the trickier modes. And with no voice chat, going against teams with voice chat as well, so... there is that. But I think that's like... I think as well, Recon, a lot of stuff we like messed up on the other day and stuff like that was like, if we'd been VCing, if we'd been voice chatting, I think we would have been fine, because I could have just told you, you know, I could have just told you what we needed to do a little bit more. You know, I think there was that a little bit the other day. We definitely got caught out on by lack of voice chat. You still haven't joined the team. Okay, let's try and get organized a little bit here. Oh, I thought I thought the two of us would have had that there, Mango. No, Sniper got a nice shot on us then. Worst feeling is getting voice cracks in the VC. Look how old I am, and half the time my voice is all over the place. I'd say, Lolger, just don't worry about it. You know, I know it's like kind of a bit embarrassing, but like, don't stress it. One on my ouch. No, Arlo, just playing a little bit of League. Just playing a little bit of League. Yeah, the Sniper had a nice snipe on us. GG's, damn, that was a bit tougher. Sorry, I was kind of playing bad. Honestly, I need to take my controller apart and re-clean it. It feels like a bag of shit. You know when it's sticky and you're slow? Yeah, we took fights and didn't win them. There was a couple there where we should have had a few extra picks for sure. I know you're not picking on me. It's constructive criticism and always accepting of that. Yeah, no worries. Like I didn't want to sound bad. It's hard to know sometimes. But as I said, a lot of the mistakes we made the other day, Recon, were just purely down. They would have just been rectified super easy in voice chat. You know, just being like, okay, we can push, but just make sure we've got like clams together to push. And same with like that one yesterday where you and that one we lost yesterday where you and Potato like charged off it like. Didn't protect me holding the power clam, and then the two of you charged off. Nobody came back to pick the power clam up when we'd wiped them. You two didn't get organized with getting another power clam together, and nobody protected me. Like, yous went in too deep rather than going to their spawn. You know, things like that. A lot of that would have just been sorted on VC and been like, oh yeah, you know. Hey Forge, how's it going? I hope you're good. I hope you're having a good day. Have you considered trying to get the 999 challenge at Golden Weapons? Yeah, I think I'll definitely do that at some point. Just obviously I'll pre-organize a team for it, you know, which would be the thing to do. How's your day going, Forge? I hope you're good. Hope you're having a good day. And a good weekend for that matter. I was talking about Splatoon 3 for like a good, what, hour and a half? Or close to an hour and a half, and then just chilling with a little bit of League. No, I can't push in there. You'd love to be in that team. Yeah, for sure. Easy get a spot on that one. I mean, even if it's a half decent rotation, I've got no problem doing it with like a good team, you know? And then there's me. Because it's just a grind, you know you'll make it, but... It's always a fucking Brella, isn't it? Yeah, Jack as well. Jack could definitely make things easier. We can organize that when there's a good rotation. Oh, honestly, my controller feels well off today. You'll personally force Jack to join, yeah. Sorry, I feel shit and my controller feels like a bag of poop just now as well. Well done. Okay, there we go. Oh no, just at some point I'm gonna I've never got to 999 in Salmon Run. So just get a group of people together just to make it happen. As I said, it's always the frickin' Brella, ain't it? Yeah, just in Salmon, yeah. Recon's good, Recon can join, yeah. Shred him. Oh, nice pick. Well done. They're so weak. Go back for some Clambo Wambos. No, I was trying to stay alive and just kind of stall that out. Don't choose me, you haven't played in a year, only got back in for Splat 3. Yeah, I think that's what I was saying. I think a lot of people that haven't played in ages are getting hyped again now they know a new game's coming out. And I think they'll come in and play Splat 2, you know? Come back anyway to it. Yeah, it's still another year away. Yeah, but there's time to come back, get the rhythm back, play Splat 2. As I said, always the Brella. That's a, if they get... We need to be... Yeah, I was away to say they can actually... Okay, well done. I was away to say if they got a jump in, that would actually been pretty close. Oh, well done. I don't know kind of why they went in for that, but they did. GG's, well played. Hey, Elite Panda, how's it going? I hope you're good. I hope you're having a good day. I finally decided to buy a Switch after seeing the Splatoon 3 trailer. Really hyped. Oh, nice, nice. Just be, there might, I've got a funny, we might get a Switch Pro at the same time. Maybe as Splatoon 3 comes out, we might get a Switch Pro. But if you get a Switch now, you've still got a good year of playing some awesome games anyway, so that's good. I'm good at killing bosses and awareness. Jack is good at egg running. I'm a jack of all trades, and Loga has great game sense. Yeah, I mean, usually all I do in Salmon is just run around and try and get rid of stingers and flyfish. Like, if I do my job of getting rid of stingers and flyfish, then I know, like, the rest is fine. Stingers and flyfish in Salmon suck. Oh, Splatoon 3, I will still come out on the Switch. I'm just saying there might be a Switch Pro drop at the same time, you know? More people need to kill the bosses in Salmon. Yeah, I know. I see a lot of people ignore them. Like flyfish and stingrays, and then drizzlers, those three. Like, you need to get rid of them. Like drizzlers are creepers though. Like, you don't realize how much they'll mess you up. But stingers and flyfish, yeah, totally. They need to go as fast as you can get to them. How are they? Yeah, honestly, I feel like crap today. You're good at killing the steelheads as well. Steelheads will like catch it out, but a little early, but where did they go to? I don't know where they went to. They're just one down. Can we get in off that? Not so good. I probably shouldn't have pushed so quick. You can shoot down the little rain cloud dudes, yeah. They're like the drizzlers, the rain cloud ones, they're like kind of like you don't think that they're that bad, but then suddenly you realize it's like they cause so much damage, you know? Damn it, I had armor as well. Yeah, that shit, yeah, Drizzlers, you're right, that shit adds up fast if there's 3 of them or 2 of them. And if you're on like high, I can't believe they didn't get a better push than that. If you're on high tide or some shit as well. Nice, well done, good shots. Bit of map control as well. No! Oh, I feel bad today. Just leave him, leave him. Yeah, you know. Now fuck him up. Is anyone with me? No! Good tent of missiles though. Sorry, I messed up a little bit there. Okay, good use of specials. Well done, well played. That was really good. Well done. Well done. I'm back, so just keep forward. Just keep going forward. I'll pick up some clams. Can you keep it open? No. Oh my word, missing some easy ones. Hey, Paul, perfect. How's it going? I hope you're good. The other one's dead, but... No! Little unfortunate. What is it? Pick a subject for you to revise. Science, some sort of science. Oh, that has to be my favorite thing, is like just bursting a bowler in a sea of your own ink. Especially on something like a Luna, because they're literally insta-dead. So, good work there on shredding that bowler. If you don't have science, history. Yeah, there you go. There's some options for you. I don't know where they jumped from, but... well played. Oh, history's pain, but you'll do it. You've done your science one. It's the only stream that I watch for long periods of time without joining or anything, because everyone here is super nice. Oh, that's good to hear, Logo. And Rachel Ski. Yeah, I need to, like, I only was introduced to Rachel Ski, like, recently, so I'll need to check her streams out as well. No 20 bomb. Still good going. Well played. Well played. That's probably the better map for the mini as well, eh? you wake up for them. I know, you're crazy, pink shipping, like coming in at 5 in the morning. That's some commitment. You can't stop bowler, then just tells you how much you don't play the game. Yeah, you can burst bowler. You just need to like shoot them. This is a good team actually. This is a really good team. Yeah, you just shoot them enough and they'll go down. If you don't use those skills for low ink, I'm hunting. Yeah, Shatterpoint pickup. Booyah. Left, left. 2 on left. No, there's still 1 there. Yeah, but yeah, I saw your idea, Mango, but just it could have worked just a little slow. I hear the inkjetting, so. Why did I drop down? I dropped down into rain and everything, so that was bad. Okay, end of push. Let's regroup, rejoin, try and do something. Okay, that is a spicy sniper. Okay, well done. What did you get killed by? Are they in here? I'm a bit like I don't know where you died from. Eek. As soon as you have a win streak, the game hits you with an impossible game. Yeah, that can happen, but part and parcel of it. They're all on left, and then 1's on right. Good stop. There was quite a few on left hands, like left sponge. I was thinking they'll have drop roller. I was like, they've got drop roller, but didn't play it very well. Oh, okay, I see as well. Okay, they're up in our shit on top right. Eek. I've landed 2 shots on so many people and then I've not been able to finish anyone off. Are you out, Ultra? Have a good one. Have a good day. Thanks for stopping past. Oh my word, how am I missing so much? Yeah, they're all behind us. The last 2 are behind us. Well done. Oh, they've had a DC. No! Super jump. Flash down. Go Mango! Oh, that's a bit disappointing. Yeah, I did not. The amount of times there I put 3 shots into people and couldn't finish them off, that was bad. Honestly, I need to go and sort my controller out. Oh, for the jump, like I had no clams on me and they were coming from behind and like I just turned around because they were a way to kill me anyway. 2034. Let's carry on playing for like 1 or 2 more if people want to. If not, I'm gonna dip because just gonna go hang out with a girlfriend today. The V-Pro got a nice 23. I missed so many shots on him. Wasn't too bad, I think. Wasn't too bad. Yeah, I couldn't get to any clams, Mango. I did see you got in. Like I couldn't get to any clams and our whole side was painted blue and they were coming out of spawn. Like our side, I was like in our court and they came over there. There was 2 of them on us and I just turned around and like couldn't like really do anything, but there you go. Yeah. Hey Punch, how's it going? I hope you're good. I hope you're having a good day. Thank you for the follow, Bagel. I hope you're good. Hope you're having a good day as well. This is your last one. No worries then. We'll just call this the last one because thanks for the carry. No, you played well. Well done, Gabby. That's good. You're doing good. Nice to hear, Punch. Nice to hear, Punch. We'll call this the last one then. It's been a lot of talking for me these last 2 days and I'm definitely burnt my voice out. I'm gonna go and eat some leftover pizza and chill out with a girlfriend, so that'll be nice. That was dumb of me to go in. I kind of thought we were kind of like there together. I'm all good, thank you very much, Punch. Just played a little bit of League. I was literally just talking about Splatoon 3 for a good hour and a half. So that's mostly been the stream, is just Splat 3 talk, which was nice. Like I've been wanting to do that. So did one come in our side? Yeah. I always get so confused where people are like. It's not like they're teleporting, but they're like not that far away and then suddenly they're right up in my face there. I still have 1 on me. You're playing with a friend. Oh, nice, nice. Have you been playing League or something, Punch? How many? Oh, okay, you needed a shitload. Just be careful of this way in as well. Like that position wasn't really a this way. You didn't have enough clams on you to make a power clam. I know we got 1 in, but like that one, that's a case of like we were like up there too soon, you know. We were up there too soon. Like if you'd had just a couple on you, like you had 9 or whatever, and you needed 1, then it was fine. But like that was just a bit too soon to be up there, like a bit of overextending. You did League, you got 2150 plus, so that was nice. Oh, nice one, Punch. Good score, good score. Well played. Spinner's also open, so... Uh-oh, it's not anymore. Oh, I thought I kept it open. That was bad. Yeah, that's a good, nice little League score, for sure. Okay, a little weird. Your highest was 22-29. It's only been, like, my highest was like pretty much the same as that until the other day when we got 23 something, didn't we? But yeah, my highest so far was 2260 or something like that, I think, and 2230 and 2260. So it was really just the other day when we got our score up a little bit, but shouldn't have gone in then. What's my favorite ranked mode? Not Rainmaker. It just depends on the map as well. Like, I don't mind like playing them all, but I would say like Rainmaker's like fun, but it's so much full of bullshit. Like I like it's pretty fun in League because you can get like some pretty wild scores in League. You know, some wild games and stuff in League where it's kind of fun. But like if you're playing it like competitively or even in just like X rank, it's kind of a bit frustrating. Your highest was 2340 something, okay. You've been doing a lot of JP scrims, so I'm pretty eager to push. Oh, nice, yeah. That makes sense, yeah. Like, I'm all for going up front, you know, but sometimes it's just like I like to move fast, I agree with that, but it's just like, fast and sensible, you know. Not really paying a lot of attention. GG's, yeah. Well played, well played. I think I am actually going to call it a day there. Go chill out with the missus and get my voice back. An hour and a half of talking was quite substantial. Yeah, well done, Mango. Well done, Recon. That was some definite pretty spicy game there. There you go. Yeah, 24, 20s. Well played, well played. On stream today. Yeah, thanks for like people. Like, I didn't know if people would actually sit and listen, so I'm surprised by that. Yeah, I know. Big kills. Well done. Well done. Well, I'm going to call it there, but yeah, well played. Thank you for letting you play. No worries, Gabby. No dramas. That was good. Didn't really lose that many. It was all good. It was fun. So that's, yeah, it was fun. That's the best we could hope for. But yeah, everyone, thanks for watching. Thanks for playing. Thanks for hanging out in chat. And I will see you next time. Cheers. Bye.